Let's take a moment to be real. After 50, health doesn't always tap you on the shoulder. Sometimes it whispers. A little stiffness in your knees, a slower gut, a strange fatigue after doing something that used to feel easy. And the hard part? You don't always know what to do about it. You're not sick, but you don't quite feel like yourself either. You might think, do I need more supplements? Another test? A stricter routine? But what if the support you need doesn't come in a prescription bottle or a wellness app? What if it's something ancient, natural, and already sitting in your pantry? That's what today's video is all about, because when you combine turmeric and honey, something powerful happens. These two humble ingredients, used for centuries around the world, can work together to support your immune system, reduce inflammation, improve digestion, calm your joints, and even help you sleep better. And no, it's not hype. It's not a trend. It's one of those rare remedies that's simple, time-tested, and backed by both tradition and science. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you what really happens when you take honey with turmeric daily, and how just 1 week of this gentle routine can make a difference you'll feel in your bones, your belly, and your energy. Because aging with strength isn't about reversing time. It's about giving your body what it needs to keep going, with ease, clarity, and confidence. Let's get started. Let's say it plainly, aging is not a problem to be solved, but it does come with a new set of instructions, ones most of us were never taught to read. Because after 50, your body starts shifting in ways that aren't always obvious at first. One day, you notice you're getting winded faster during a walk you used to breeze through. Another day, you eat a meal you've always enjoyed, and hours later, you're left feeling bloated, heavy, off. Your sleep is lighter, your mornings are stiffer, and your energy? It's there, but it feels like it has a shorter fuse. And here's the thing no one ever really told us. That's not failure, it's feedback. Your body isn't breaking down, it's adapting. But it's also asking for a new kind of care. The kind that doesn't come from pushing harder, but from tuning in more deeply. You see, when we were younger, our systems could take a lot. We could skip meals, stay up late, eat anything, and bounce back with little consequence. But now, your metabolism has slowed. Your immune system isn't as fast. Inflammation stays longer. Recovery takes more time. These aren't warning signs. They're invitations to respond, not react. Yet, we've been trained to do the opposite. We're told to ignore these signs until they become a real problem, or we're offered quick fixes, medications, trendy cleanses, or expensive programs designed to treat symptoms instead of root causes. But what your body really wants right now isn't more pressure. It wants support, not dramatic change, not overnight results, just steady, respectful care, the kind that listens first. This stage of life isn't about trying to be who you were 20 years ago. It's about stepping into the kind of wellness that's deeper, smarter, and more sustainable. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do isn't overthink it. Sometimes wellness begins with something small. A warm spoon, a golden root, a gentle blend that speaks the same quiet language your body is speaking now. You don't need to chase your youth. You just need to meet your body where it is and give it what it's been quietly asking for. And that's where this journey begins. Imagine walking through a quiet village in India or Southeast Asia at sunrise. The air is thick with spice and warmth. On almost every kitchen shelf, in a small jar or wrapped in cloth, you'll find it. Turmeric. Not treated as an exotic spice or trendy superfood, but as a daily necessity, passed from one generation to the next. Turmeric isn't new. It's not a fad. It's one of the oldest healing roots known to humankind. For over 4,000 years, it's been used in Ayurvedic and traditional Asian medicine, not just to flavor food, but to restore balance to the body and calm inflammation from within. Today, science finally confirms what tradition has always known. Turmeric's strength lies in a natural compound called curcumin, a bright yellow molecule that behaves like a guardian for the aging body. And if you're over 50, your body needs exactly what curcumin offers: protection, repair, and calm. As we grow older, inflammation becomes more than just soreness. It becomes chronic, subtle, hidden in your joints, your gut, your brain. It drains your energy. It slows your healing. It quietly damages tissues without you even realizing. Curcumin helps to put out that fire. Unlike synthetic drugs that mask symptoms, turmeric gently goes to the root of inflammation, reducing pain, swelling, and cellular damage without disrupting your system. And that's just the beginning. In your brain, curcumin stimulates BDNF, the protein responsible for memory, learning, and focus. When levels of BDNF drop, as they often do with age, mental fog, forgetfulness, and low mood begin to creep in. But turmeric helps raise those levels again, like clearing the clouds from your mind. In your digestive system, turmeric soothes irritation, encourages better bile flow, and helps your liver break down toxins. Meals feel lighter, bloating eases, absorption improves, and at the cellular level, curcumin acts as an antioxidant, protecting your DNA and organs from the damage of daily life, from air pollution to stress to the natural wear of time. But here's what no lab test can measure. When you take turmeric regularly, not as a quick fix, but as a form of daily self-respect, you begin to feel something shift. The body starts to move more easily. The mind feels clearer. You don't wake up dreading the stiffness in your knees or the fog behind your eyes. You begin to trust your body again. That's the power of turmeric. It's not loud. It doesn't work overnight. But like the best kinds of healing, it works with you, not against you, bringing strength, softness, and steadiness back to your days. Some remedies come with warning labels. Some come in plastic bottles with ingredients you can't pronounce. And then there's honey. Simple, familiar, ancient. It doesn't shout. It doesn't promise miracles, but quietly it helps. And if you've ever stirred honey into warm tea when you were sick, or let it slowly coat your throat on a hard day, then you already know this. Honey is more than a sweetener. It's support. For people over 50, it may be one of the most overlooked tools for daily wellness. Because as we age, our immune system doesn't snap to attention like it used to. Our digestion slows, our sleep lightens, and our energy doesn't always show up on demand. But here's what honey can do. It can strengthen, it can soothe, it can stabilize. Honey contains powerful antimicrobial and antiviral properties, which help your body fight back gently but effectively. It offers natural protection against seasonal colds, throat irritation, and low-grade infections without the harsh side effects of synthetic medications. In your digestive system, honey behaves like a quiet builder. It feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, acting as a prebiotic to restore balance, improve regularity, and calm discomfort. For anyone who has felt the shift in their digestion after 50, bloating, irregularity, heaviness, this tiny change can feel like a big relief. And when the day is over and your mind refuses to settle, honey steps in again. A spoonful before bed helps support melatonin production, gently guiding the body toward better sleep. Not the kind of knockout sleep that leaves you groggy, but the kind that feels natural, deep, and replenishing. Then there's energy. Not the buzzy, jittery kind from caffeine, but a steady release of glucose, natural, stable fuel for your muscles, your brain, your heart. Especially important on those days when fatigue sneaks up out of nowhere. And what makes honey even more remarkable is that it asks for so little. It doesn't need a fancy recipe. It doesn't come with a long list of side effects. It just asks you to remember it's there, on your shelf, in your pantry, waiting to help. In a world full of complicated health fixes, honey is a quiet kind of wisdom. It reminds us that healing doesn't always have to be loud, hard, or fast. Sometimes it's slow, warm, sweet, gentle. And when you combine that kind of care with turmeric, something magical happens. You're not just treating symptoms, you're giving your body what it's been quietly asking for: nourishment, protection, and kindness. What happens in just 7 days? If someone told you that one small habit could help your body feel better in a week, would you believe them? Most of us wouldn't. We've been taught that change takes months, that healing has to be complicated, that feeling off after 50 is just something we're supposed to live with. But sometimes nature works faster than we expect, especially when we finally give our body what it's been needing all along. When you start taking turmeric and honey daily, you're not just adding a health hack. You're beginning a conversation with your cells, your systems, and your self-care. Let's walk through what that conversation might sound like, day by day. Day 1. Relief begins quietly. It doesn't scream, it whispers. You may feel a soft settling in your gut, a lightness. That's turmeric calming inflammation that's been building quietly for years. And honey, it's coating your throat and gut lining like a gentle balm, soothing where you didn't even know there was tension. Day 2. Less ugh after meals. Today, something shifts in the belly. Meals don't sit like bricks. That usual bloat after lunch, it's gentler. Turmeric is helping your liver break down fats more efficiently, and honey is working on your gut flora, feeding the good bacteria so digestion becomes smoother, more balanced. No drama, just ease. Day 3, the fog lifts. This is the moment people often say, "I didn't even realize how tired I'd been until now." You don't feel wired, you feel steady. Turmeric is improving blood flow, bringing oxygen to your brain. Honey is fueling your cells with slow, natural energy. Suddenly, you're remembering things faster, moving with more purpose. You feel present. Day 4, breathing gets deeper. Even if you're not sick, your immune system is always working. Today, it starts working smarter. Turmeric begins modulating inflammatory responses, dialing down overreactions that drain your energy. Honey's natural antimicrobial power helps create a stronger barrier, especially in the lungs and sinuses. Some people even describe breathing just feeling clearer, like your body is protecting itself without needing a fight. Day 5. Movement returns to you. You stand up and expect the usual ache, but it's less. The knees don't creak as loud. Your hands don't feel as stiff. This is when turmeric's anti inflammatory power really starts to show. Your joints are thanking you for the first time in a while. And honey's soothing effect helps tissues recover faster with less strain. Day 6. It shows on your skin. Look in the mirror. There's a softness, a brightness, that dull, tired tone. It's giving way to a more nourished glow. Antioxidants are doing their job, fighting free radicals, calming internal stress, and letting your natural vitality shine through. Your skin looks like it's sleeping better, because it is. Day 7, a return to balance. This is the turning point, not because everything is perfect, but because everything feels possible. You feel like yourself, only better supported. Your energy isn't bouncing around, it's steady. Your digestion is working with you, not against you. Your joints, your skin, your mood, they're all sending the same message: thank you. And maybe most important of all, you've remembered what it feels like to trust your body again, not to control it, not to fix it, but to care for it with something simple, golden, and natural. This is what 7 days of turmeric and honey can do. And this, it's only the beginning. Some ingredients are powerful on their own, but every once in a while, two come together and become something greater. That's exactly what happens when you combine turmeric and honey. It's not just an old folk remedy. It's a scientifically backed synergy that your body can feel. Turmeric is nature's anti-inflammatory hero. Its active compound, curcumin, works deep inside your body, calming the chronic inflammation linked to everything from joint pain to heart disease. Honey, on the other hand, is a natural antimicrobial. It supports your immune system, soothes your gut, and delivers antioxidants that help repair cell damage. But here's the twist. Curcumin, the most potent part of turmeric, is not easily absorbed by the body on its own. Without help, you're not getting the full benefit. That's where black pepper comes in. It contains piperine, a compound that acts like a key, unlocking curcumin's full potential. Just a small pinch of black pepper can boost curcumin's absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000%. It's a simple detail, but it makes all the difference. And there's one more secret: warmth. Mixing your golden paste into a warm drink like herbal tea or warm milk, not boiling, just warm, helps your digestive system relax and improves how your body processes the remedy. When taken the right way, honey and turmeric don't just support your health, they amplify each other. Together, they become a shield against aging, a calming force against inflammation, and a steady ally for your digestion, immunity, and mental clarity. This is the science of synergy, where ancient wisdom meets modern biology. Creating this golden remedy is easier than you think. And once you've made it, you might wonder why it took so long to start. This isn't a supplement to buy or a pill to swallow. It's a hands-on act of self-care. And it begins with just 2 ingredients you may already have in your kitchen. You'll need 1/3 cup of raw organic honey. Look for honey that hasn't been processed. Raw honey still has its natural enzymes and antioxidants, the compounds your body can actually use. 1 tablespoon of organic turmeric powder. Choose high-quality turmeric, preferably from a trusted brand that guarantees purity. The deeper the golden color, the better. And don't forget the magic booster, a pinch of ground black pepper to unlock the power of curcumin. Here's how to make it. In a non-metallic bowl, glass or ceramic is best, add your turmeric to the honey. Mix gently using a wooden or silicone spoon. Avoid metal, as it can interfere with the natural compounds in the ingredients. Stir slowly until the mixture becomes smooth, thick, and deeply golden. Once it's ready, transfer your paste to a clean glass jar with an airtight lid. Store it in the refrigerator, where it will stay fresh for up to 2 months, though you'll likely use it well before then. To take it, start with a half teaspoon each morning. You can let it melt in your mouth slowly or stir it into warm, not hot, water, milk, or herbal tea. Take your time. Let it be a quiet moment between you and your body. If you're dealing with an illness or flare-up, you can increase your intake up to 3 times a day. But the real magic comes from consistency, not quantity. This is more than a recipe. It's a ritual, one that says, I value this body, I trust nature, and I'm choosing health gently, daily, and intentionally. Healing doesn't always begin in a doctor's office. Sometimes it begins in the quiet moments, before the day gets away from you, with a warm mug in your hand and a teaspoon of something golden. That's what this ritual is really about. It's not just what you take, it's when and how and why. If you're using honey and turmeric to support your overall health, to ease inflammation before it becomes a flare-up, to strengthen your immunity before flu season hits, or to simply keep digestion calm and steady, take it once a day. Morning is best before breakfast, when your body is most ready to absorb. Scoop out half a teaspoon of the golden paste. You can let it melt slowly on your tongue, giving your throat and gut a soft protective coating, or stir it in a warm herbal tea, golden milk, or even a cup of warm lemon water. The key is not to rush. Let it be a pause, a way to check in with yourself. On harder days, when your joints are aching, when your chest feels tight, or when a cold is coming on, this remedy can do more than maintain. It can support you through it. In these moments, take a full teaspoon 2 to 3 times a day. You'll feel the warmth move through your system, calming, clearing, nourishing. And don't forget the detail that changes everything. Black pepper. Just a pinch in the mixture, or sprinkled into your warm drink, makes curcumin far more absorbable by the body. It's the key that opens the door to turmeric's full healing potential. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being present, choosing every day to give your body what it needs in a form it understands. Because at this stage of life, the most powerful medicine isn't force, it's consistency, it's kindness, and it's knowing that the smallest daily choices often create the biggest shifts quietly, gently over time. As powerful as honey and turmeric are, they're not for everyone. And that's important to say out loud. Nature is wise, but even natural remedies must be approached with care, especially if your body is navigating its own unique challenges. If you've ever had an allergic reaction to turmeric, honey, or bee products, it's best to avoid this blend altogether. If you suffer from gallbladder issues or gallstones, turmeric can stimulate bile flow, which may worsen your symptoms. And if you're currently taking blood thinning medication, high doses of turmeric could interfere with how your blood clots. It's also best to be cautious if you have upcoming surgery. For women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, turmeric in food is generally safe, but concentrated forms like this paste should only be used under a doctor's guidance. And that brings us to the most important point. Always check with your healthcare provider first. Even something as simple as turmeric and honey deserves thoughtful attention, especially if you're managing other conditions or medications. Your health journey is personal. Listen to your body, honor your intuition, and partner with trusted professionals who can help you make the right choices for you. As we wrap up, let's come back to something simple and true. The best medicine doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes it comes in a golden jar, a teaspoon in the morning, a quiet act of care that says, I'm ready to feel good again. Turmeric and honey may not be magic, but they are powerful. Not because they promise instant results, but because they offer something deeper, a way to support your body naturally, gently, and consistently. And the best part, you don't need to overhaul your life to start. Just a few minutes a day, a few intentional choices. That's where change begins, especially after 50, when your body is wiser, your time is more precious, and your health deserves real attention. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried turmeric and honey before? What shifts have you noticed in your energy, digestion, or mood? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might just inspire someone else to begin. And if you're ready to explore more ways to feel stronger, clearer, and more confident, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This isn't the end of your health journey. It's the beginning. We're just getting started, and I'm so glad you're here.